Sebastian Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15. Sebastian Rogers is an autistic boy. He's 15 years old. He's been missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee. And everybody has been looking for him. Everybody. He is 5 foot 5 inches tall. He weighs 120 pounds. Sandy blonde hair, and he wears glasses. And again, there is no footprint of him whatsoever.
You think back, and there might have been a reason he was possibly upset, or something outside that could have enticed him to go outside. Was there anything that came to mind?
We've been coming over that day and even the weeks before he left, and I hadn't been able to figure it out. That morning he was laughing, he was joking. Everyone we were around that day agreed that he seemed like he was in a good mood. He was behaving.
This boy, I've done told y'all, reminds me of my son that had autism. That is my third son. And he disappeared right down the road from part of where my family lives. And I take all of these cases serious. I'm not playing about anything right now.
The original thinking was that Sebastian Rogers left home on his own, but the fact that he disappeared without a trace now has authorities looking into the very real possibility of foul play.
I'm not trying to accuse them of anything. I'm trying to tell you how suspicious they are now becoming. Hello, everybody. Hello. I am sorry if I was late. I had some technical difficulties. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to come, but never mind all that. Here I am in the flesh. Hello, Blue Eyes Dumpling. Hello, Angela, Michelle Davis, Phil. Hello, Debbie. And let's see, who do we have? Lucy Cat, Sassy Southern Gal, and True Crime. Top Dog, hello, haven't seen you in a while. I know, I saw that. They say that it's a male from my understanding. I could be wrong, but it's not Layla and it's not Holly from my understanding. That's what Trev is reporting. It's not the two girls. So I think that was confirmed by the parents as well. Blue-eyed dumplings. I hope somebody gets some closure for that, though. I really do. Tam here. Robin, hello. Erica, hello. Nice Marie. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Tar Heel for Life. Hello. Coffee. Hello, Catherine. Ricky Beaver's in the house. Hello, Blue Eyes, and everybody coming in. Millie, hello, all in tanks. Hello, second to number 1. Robin, everybody, welcome. Victoria, everybody. I'm so glad to see everybody. Michelle Davis is here. Everybody's here. Everybody. Love you all. Bonnie's Journey. Hello, D Lucky. Hello. And let's see what we have here. If I can I didn't think anything's working tonight. Nothing's working. I see I have there you go. You'll kickstart the super chats. Whoop. Thank you so much, Phil. Thank you for the super chat of $4.99. I just knocked something off the stream again. Look, my computer is acting funny. I see y'all now. Bless. I see you now. Phil, I don't know where it went, but it's somewhere in La La Land. Look, I'm going to try. There we go. I can't put it there because it was already there, but thank you, Phil, for that. I appreciate it. I'm having a lot of technical difficulties. Look, I told y'all I went to a new phone system. I don't know how it affected my Google on my computer. Lord have mercy. I told y'all I'm not technical. just when I learned to share the screen, there's something I really want to share tonight, and I hope to do it. I'm locked. I think I'm locked out of YouTube, but I'm going to try here in a bit, honey. At least I said, thank God for StreamYard. And then I got on here, and I will be darn if right when I did, I told my mom, I said, well, thank God I at least can get on there and I'll deal with YouTube later. And I got on here, and Lord, it asked me for, it said, you're locked out of there too. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Look, I'm getting all like this, combobulated. Is that even a word? I don't know. But look, I did all that. And then I got in there easy. And then now I see the little YouTubey thing up there. So I'm hoping I just had too much shit open and all is well in the YouTube land. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I just am what I am, what I am. Isn't that what Papa said? I don't know. I ate some broccoli today. Maybe we can do it. Maybe we can do it. I don't know. I don't know. I got a smiley public service announcement, though, if y'all want to hear it. It's just a smiley one. It's just a wee one. And then we'll get on with it. Hey, Justin, I heard you told him I was going live. You jinxed me, buddy. You jinxed me. Hey, funny face. You jinxed me. I left your chat and I heard you say, Smiley's going live. Good thing I had that on my mind, huh? I've been so behind. I've been working on this all day trying to catch up. So this title is called Say What You Mean and Mean What You Say. Y'all know Smiley. Look at Worst Summer. Okay. First, before I do that, let me see if I might have not have saved it because I send myself stuff periodically so I can remember to say it in the when I do go live, but I don't think I saved it. It wasn't important. It's in my community post. Sometimes I don't address these. I'm getting better about not addressing fools. The fool is the fool is the fool. That reminds me of a song. Anyway, but I just thought this was appropriate because everybody's been so kind, but sometimes, and you can't fix, there's no amount of duct tape. Y'all know what I'm going to say. But anyway, so I didn't forget what the post was now. It was something about, it was about my live last night. That's why I have to address it, okay? It's kind of funny now. It's kind of funny. That's why I had to let it die down and not come live till now. So somebody, I don't even know who it was. It was just a troll. They said, I'll blame you because you said I was going live. Lord have mercy. And she said, where am I? Y'all think Smiley is Wonder Woman or something. I don't know. It's okay. It's all good in Smiley's hood, honey. But so okay. So it was about my live last night. I thought it was a pretty darn good live. What do y'all think? Give me a 1 if you thought that was a pretty good live. Anyway, y'all don't have to answer that. But anyway, this person or this troll said, and they said it backwards too. They said, if you really believe what you said to Katie Proudfoot last night, something about then, something about, do you really believe what you said about or to Katie Proudfoot last night? Because if you do, they should have said, then I feel sorry for Katie Proudfoot, right? But instead of all that, they said, but if you did, I feel sorry for Sebastian. Really? Well, I feel sorry for him that he had to live in that and under that. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I wrote back and I told him, not only did I really feel like that, I sure did. Oh, they asked me, did I believe it? Not only did I believe it, I really, truly felt it and believed it from my heart. How about that? I ain't changed my mind. I ain't changed my mind. Is AB in here? Hello. So, I just want to tell y'all something. For those in the back that might not know me, what AB say? Is he in here? Is he got the jokes? Oh, there he is. Hey, AB. Imitation of Jim Ross. Oh, so here's what I want to say. I want to say this. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Period. With a T. And don't ask me, do I really believe what I said about Katie Proudfoot or Chris Proudfoot to be true? That's what they said, because they said if I did, they felt sorry for Sebastian. What? What? That don't even make no damn sense, y'all. In my opinion. I'm frozen. Am I frozen now? Am I frozen? Am I frozen now? What? Oh my God. Am I frozen now? Holy shit. Am I frozen? Mm. Am I frozen now? Am I frozen now? Oh, Lord. It's time for a new computer, I guess. I got gone. Am I frozen now? Okay. What part did y'all hear? You gonna make me go over it again? For real? For reals? Okay. So I said, somebody asked me, they said, don't ask me something if you don't want to know, okay? Because they asked me, thank you, Pretty Is Pretty Does, for being a member. Thank you. I appreciate you, honey. Thank you. See, shit's going so slow. Oh my God, I'm going to crash. It's the proud feet and the bow socks. They're coming for me. Okay. So they said, if I really believe that they feel sorry for Sebastian. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. Okay. They should feel sorry for Katie Pants. Okay. Anyway, that don't even make no sense to me, first off. And yes, not only do I believe it, I meant it. If it come out of my mouth and I said it, then I meant it. So there. How do they do that? There. Furthermore, this is the public service announcement. We can all agree to disagree. We're grown. I think I'm grown. I don't know about y'all, but we're grown, okay? And one thing I've noticed about YouTube is this. It's funny how, we choose sides or whatever, or form our own opinions, and we can do that. I've come to grow and understand that it's okay. But here's the thing. Everybody needs somebody, right? I mean, I understand that. And I always said, and Don and Candace, hey, they need somebody. But here's the thing. It's funny how those of us who choose one side or the other, right or wrong, we form our opinions. But I noticed, and I really recently noticed since I've settled down, that like, if y'all don't like what we're doing or saying, or who we believe or what we believe in, y'all are all over here in our lives and in our community post, in our chats, bashing us. That don't make no sense to me, because I and the handful of creators who care about these children or adults are not running around on your panels hanging out or creating chaos in your lives or being, bothering y'all. That don't make no sense to me. Stirring the shit, per se. I mean, I know people's got to eat and they're hungry, but geez Louise. I mean, I just noticed that. I guess they need snacks, and I don't know. I mean, I don't know what it is. I don't like to think of it as jealousy and stuff. I just like to think of it as why? Do you see that? Do you see him? It's a teenager, a victim. I know haters are going to hate, but I do feel like I have to address it. But don't ever come over here and ask me, do I mean something that I said? Hell, I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. I mean it. If I said it, if it come out of this mouth, I mean it. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. I mean it. And I can take accountability too, if I need to. And I can apologize if I need to. Hell, I even apologized to Jody Sue the other day on a public community post. I sure did. Now, not for everything, but I did. If you're wrong, you're wrong. But if you're right, you're right. If you're right, you're right. Just like when Chris come on my panel and said, somebody said, that was me. I said that, sir. Mr. Chris. I said that. If I said it, man. You know what you call people like that? You know what you call people like that? You call people like that fake. Fake. That's not me. That's not in my blood. That's just not me. I'm just not like that. Take it how you will. Oh, look, 444. Hey, everybody coming in. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. Glad you're here. Was this day 43? We still got Sebastian, Wayne, Drake, Rogers missing. No news. He's still missing. Everybody is looking for him. 15 years old, male, white, brown eyes, brown hair, 5'5", 120 pounds, missing from Sumner County, Hendersonville, Tennessee, right under his mother's nose. Did he run off? Thank you, Janice. Janet, I'm sorry. Right under his mother's nose. She said. They're not naming suspects right now. No foul play yet. So they say. Of course, in my opinion, a blind man can see something is wrong with this whole picture. And you don't have to be an artist to draw it. Well, Tammy, they vanish. But again, E.T. didn't just come get him. I keep telling y'all. And you're not going to just find him in the closet where the little girl out of the movie put him in the closet and is feeding him cookies, hiding him between a bunch of bears. And they're not going to say, Sebastian, call home. Sebastian, call home. Thank you, Summers Army. Justice is coming. Justice is coming. Too many people. Summer didn't even get this. Too many people's looking. And his daddy, I believe if his daddy can, he'll find him all alone, all by himself. And I don't care what y'all say about that man. That's the father everybody should have, in my opinion. In my opinion. But that's just me. And of course, he's going to get some bashing too. I hope he's ready for it. Katie says she went to look for Sebastian about 3 minutes. She looked around the house because she went to wake him up. And he wasn't there. She didn't have no problem waking him up in the morning time. You know, that always got me. She told me, well, she wants to talk about what the dad said and brought out because he was being blackmailed and he was just simply tired of being blackmailed, which I don't blame him. You know, after all, she come out and said some pretty bad things and, you know, embarrassing things and for the world to know. The other, they just like stuff like that to be swept under the rug for nobody not to know, in my opinion. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? She said, she told me on the interview, why would she go to the door and open the door and look at anything? Because she implied, if y'all can't figure out what she implied, going into a little boy's room that they might be doing in their room, probably stuff little boys do in a shower anyway, then you tell me why she would barge in there just to wake him up in the morning times. Did he not have an alarm clock? She didn't have no problem going in there then to wake him up, did she? Well, if anybody's had any little boys, I hate to be blunt, I had 4. Um, do y'all not know what happens in the morning time? In their sleep? I'm sorry. Now, I know y'all are coming in here tired of this being a little bit X-rated, but Jesus, these folks are damn, they go that way, man. You have to bring this up. And everything is important when it comes to a missing person. Everything, in my opinion, is important. Some people say, well, why is this important? Well, I don't understand why he posted his Instagram. I don't understand this. You don't need to understand why I do what I do. First of all, it's my channel. I can do what I want to do. It's not for you to understand. It may or it may not be important, but to the law. But what is important is the backstory to everybody that was involved prior to this child right here, and in light of everything that's coming out now, anybody and everybody, and that includes online, that these 2 people have had in their lives, that could come after them for any reason, be associated with, or any access he may have, could have got to. For God's sakes, he built a freaking ATM. Just because they have autism don't mean they don't have any sense. Not at all. Sometimes they're the most brilliant person in the room. That's a fact. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about regularly blaming a child, a parent who does that, or step parent, or an adult. Let's talk about stuff like that tonight. Again, my chat's going so slow, and I apologize. But let's talk about those things. It'll catch up. Y'all just bear with me, honey. You may have heard it. Case it. I heard it may have been the woodchucks and catfish got him. You never know. Could have been one of them UFOs after all. But I feel it's important to talk about this for a minute. How about regularly blaming the child? And as we saw, that's very obvious between both of those, Chris and Katie, in my opinion. I'm entitled to my opinion. So let's just go there for a minute. It does nothing more than cause emotional distress, low self esteem in that child. And I'm talking about any child, not just Sebastian, but it makes the adult feel important. And they have to put the child, the smaller person, um, down all the time because it makes them feel bigger. It's called toxic parenting. Do y'all know anybody like that? I think we all do now, if we never did before, not maybe personally or in person, but we got a pretty good taste of it. And I think it's an ongoing lesson that we continue to get every night now for the last couple of weeks, over and over again. And every time we hear it, we hear something new. Even I do. And that's a fact. No parent is perfect. You're right. And when a child is born, and especially if it's your first one, it does not come with a manual. That's a fact. And nobody does it right. Um, and I'm not the type, I don't believe in if a child does wrong, like you do the very best you can. Like again, I have four, mine are not perfect. I don't believe though that you can blame a parent on the on the other hand. I don't believe that a parent is responsible for every single thing, especially once they get grown, that a child does. Now, that might be wrong, but you can only steer them and teach them to do right. But that don't make them, um, that don't make, I mean, again, you can have three and one can go this way and the others can be, very good. But, uh, you know, uh, I don't know what to say about that. So I'm not trying to pound on pavement that it's just the parents. I just want to speak on what we all heard the other night. And there are parents that are doing toxic parenting, and not everybody needs to even be a parent. And again, I'm not speaking straight on these two right here. We've seen it in a lot of cases here. I just put out a video on my community post today and I come across it. It was a runaway teen, and oh my God, it is. If you haven't watched it, I don't know if you can stand it. It's probably the most horrible thing that I have seen on YouTube yet. It's heart-wrenching and it's heartbreaking to watch. And if you can't, just please just pass it up. Don't. It's bad. It's bad. And this kid, it's bad what just don't. But I mean, I'm saying don't, but I put it up there. I put red flags and warnings because I feel like people need to see that. It's just such, it's bad. I don't even know what it's called. It's on my community page. I put it up a few hours ago. It's bad. And it's so sad. I don't even know how that boy is still alive. I really don't. I really don't. And he run away. I just don't. So listen, not everybody needs to be a parent, nor do they have the ability to be a parent. Some, it just comes natural. It came natural to me. I was a young parent. It just came natural to me. Maybe that's why I can't understand a lot of this stuff. But that's just me, you know? It's just me. And I loved every minute of it. I love every minute of it. You know, if that makes me a little bit judgy, oh well. I say, oh well. Oh well. Am I perfect? No, sure ain't. But oh well. There are red flags. Many parents will justify using the blame game, as the parent's style for their discipline. We heard that the other night. My way or no way. See, Chris already said, I'm a pretty black and white guy. He said that in one of the other interviews. I forgot which one, but he said, I'm just black and white. We already talked about that. He said, I'm black and white. So we done figured out it's his way or the highway. His way or the highway. You know, Mr. Chris, it's his way or the highway. That's probably why he got on the highway with the 4 other wives real quick. Quick, fast, in a hurry, right? Quick, fast, in a hurry. He said the punishment must fit the crime. The punishment must fit the crime. Well, he's not a cop. He's not a judge. Last I looked, he's not in law enforcement. He might think he's mafia style with his family. Sebastian is a child. He's also disabled. Right, he is a freaking bully. And Sebastian's not old enough to be in the military. And Chris is not his father. And Sebastian was not in trouble with the law. And so, what does he mean? I don't understand what he means. Fit the crime. The punishment must fit the crime. Pretty hardcore there, Mr. Chris. But then again, what do you expect? We done heard you popped everybody and their little sister and brother in the mouth, and, you know, what could you expect? No less. You know, but the punishment is throw things away. I guarantee you again, I'm going to say it again. I guarantee you the things he did throw away was nothing they bought with their money or any of their family's money. I promise you that. It just didn't happen. Didn't happen. Didn't happen. I can almost guarantee it. I would almost guarantee it. I don't bet that much, but I would almost bet almost anything. I think a lot of it he did out of spite. And Sebastian was going to his dad's every other weekend or whatever. And when he come home with something new, Chris would get fired up and take that and chuck it. He would use that against him. That's my opinion. My opinion. And again, I'm allowed to have it. Do I know for a fact? No, I don't. But that's my opinion. I know people like him. I know people like him. I kept them way at arm's length. But I know people like him. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to read my comments and keep up, but it's not working. I don't know what is up with this. It happened last night, so I don't know. I cleaned out my cookies, and I think that's how I got locked out too. I really don't know, honey. I don't know. Hello and welcome to everybody coming in. I really appreciate you all. I firmly believed he was routinely locked in his room or locked outside in that garage. Where the hell would he run away to anyway? Yeah, and you would have to think if he run away, he would definitely I would think, would come back or go somewhere he knows. But it bothers me. It so bothers me that he wasn't caught on that camera. And even Chris said himself, there was a camera pointing to the front door, you know? They need to put luminol in the bathroom, in the bedroom, in the Proudfoots. I agree. And look, Katie said when she got up that morning to go wake him up and he wasn't there, she thought, oh, he just probably went to get something to eat in the kitchen. Y'all do realize the kitchen she had to walk through or by to go get Sebastian up, right? So she would have saw him unless he was invisible then getting a bowl of cereal or a Pop-Tart. I mean, come on now. This is the most made up, insane stuff I have ever seen or heard of in my life. I think this story beats the one I heard up on the hill. I really do. I, that's just me. I just really think this beats all. Thank you for becoming a member. Oh my gosh, I gotta get it to go up. Oh, did I think I just put it back down? Up, down, seesaw. Thank you for becoming a member. Oh my God, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. I love y'all so much. I love you and I appreciate your support. Whistle while you lurk. uh, hello, everybody. Hello. Yeah, y'all put down where you're from and show the family. I always like to show the family where you're from. I mean the state. You don't have to put exactly where you're from. And I understand if you don't want to put a lot of green hearts and stuff. I love seeing those myself. And I'm seeing more and more people put the green lights out on the porch and the green bows and everything like that. I just think it's neat to see those things. And they're putting pictures up and stuff. I just think that's really neat. I think it's really neat. But what the blame does when you blame a child, also, whether they're disabled or not, but especially if they are disabled, is the blaming the child from an adult. It does not educate them. What it does, it only conditions them. And you know what it does? I'll tell you. It leaves them fearful. It makes them fearful, very scared. They lose their trust on who they look up to. They don't know who to trust. Um, it makes them weaker. They're more vulnerable to people. They're more vulnerable. And they don't want to speak out. They keep things here. They don't want to tell anybody. And that's not good. That's not good. Because they hold things in and it may be something that they really need to tell. Just like the teacher situation and CPS thing. And then Chris was like, oh, they don't believe you. The adult don't believe you. They believe me. And they mock. Get in there and eat your supper. Oh, he thought he was going to tell on me. What? When you worry about, I mean, I always tell, like, I've told my husband before, who's the adult and who's the child, because he's a little bit more lenient. But look, I mean, seriously, you don't let children run over you, okay? You don't do that. But they know, but you don't like, ha ha ha, you don't make fun of them and say, ha ha ha, they don't believe you. The teacher's not going to believe you. The CPS. How old are you? Are you 5 years old? Get a grip, man. Get a grip. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Guidance said, in my opinion, coming from experience working in ADT, you case the house and cameras, you know the blind sites and where you can and cannot go and be detected. Absolutely. That is true. That is true. That is true. Um, he should have joined the Marines and been a drill instructor. Possibly then he would have power trip craves every day, in my opinion. I think he was. I don't know what part he was. I don't know if he was Marines or not, but I know he was in the military too, I believe. And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. I think they both were. And but from my understanding, I think he was behind the desk, but what he needed a little bit more than that. Um, I could be wrong on his job duties or job titles. Um, so there's that. Um, but it leaves children fearful and weak, and you totally destroy them. Um, you totally destroy their self-esteem and everything about them if you blame them, and it does not benefit them at all, at all. And when you don't believe your child, of all people, they look up to you and they love you and they trust you. Please don't ever do that to a child that looks up to you. I don't care if you're a teacher, a parent, or whatever. Listen to them. It destroys their self-worth. Please, please, at the very least, listen and decide later, but don't ever let them think that what they say does not matter or you do not believe them. At least investigate. At least, especially if you're the mother. Especially if you're the mother. I don't know what's wrong with these people. And speaking like AB come in here just a minute ago, I know he takes care of his daughter, and I don't know the situation there. I don't need to know, but I will tell you this. Men too, men that are single parents, I respect that so much for men that are single parents. That takes a lot. I'm not just harping on women. I can tell you what, again, women, look, I'm a woman and I can tell you what I've seen because I've got boys. Women can be trifling as hell, and I'm not kidding you. I don't care what nobody says. So, men, kudos to you if you got your children and you're taking good care of them. Hold on, it's trying to come, Cassie. Chris had to get rid of Sebastian so he would never tell Seth what had happened to him, so he could get rid of his daughter. That's a possibility. And, I'm beginning to wonder about that court thing, which I never said anything about the court thing myself. But it is in the back of my mind because what if they were scared he would get in the court, not only testify for Nina, pardon me, but say other things, maybe, about other things and get other people to listen where nobody else has. I don't know, you know, um, that's something we may never know. And I don't know if, Seth could ever get that information just for his own peace of mind. But as a parent, speaking of Seth, that's something that I would try to find out if he was subpoenaed and, the details on that. If he's not, found, or if he is found, or, I don't know. I know I would take it to every lengths possible. I would just try to find out everything and do everything I can. And I know he is. I know he is doing everything he can. He can't even hardly hold us. He's at a breaking point right now. But and I don't understand how these people, the proud feet, that's what I call them, the proud feet. I know they're proud foot. I know what their name is. But I don't know how they sat in their camper 3.5 hours away, and supposedly Sebastian walked off. I can see Chris doing that, but what is his mother's problem? What is Katie's problem? What if Sebastian comes back? See, she was tired of handling him too. And look, y'all, we can say he's 15, he's 15, he's 15. He just turned 15 in December. And he's not, we say autism is brilliant, okay? And they are, but he still don't have the mind of a 15 years old. Now, I know that probably goes over. Oh, thank you, Dynamite. Thank you, honey. I think that probably goes over some of y'all's head. And I don't have all right to explain that, but, it's just the way it is. It really is just the way it is. And it's sad. It's so sad. My concern is, again, like I told y'all last night, my big concern is the guy that was in prison that spent 9 years there. Their choice of friends. Remember what they said in the other case? His choice of friends, Candace's wrong choice of friends. Oh, I'm big time worried about these choice of friends in this case and who was in this house, because you see, there's a difference here. Nobody was looking at these people. And the reason nobody was looking at these people, because they're up there in this over $500,000 home, sitting pretty with all this money, or so it seemed. From my understanding, Chris and them is not the one with the money, or they're going broke. But, around all these influential people, and, they're living the good life. They're living above their means. And, hey, You would never know. You know, JLR even said he had people come up to him in Cracker Barrel paying for his dinner that said they're neighbors and stuff, and they didn't even realize what was going on. Paid for his dinner and told him, keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, because we didn't even know what was going on. So, hey, Trev. Oh, hold on. Let me pull it up here. If your child was missing and they made their way home, how would you explain to them that you're 3.5 hours from home? You know what? I don't think they'll be explaining anything, because they're, how are they going to see him to tell them anything? I mean, seriously. And they're just going on with their business. And look, Trev, I think at the side of the house, if I'm not mistaken, there is a little. Do you want to come up here, Trev? Hold on. Hold on. Whoop. My computer is acting so upset. Okay, I'm gonna post that. Trev, you can come up here. Yeah, but I don't think they're doing anything. I think it went up there. I don't know if you want to come up here. Hopefully you can see that. I think they have a little attachment on the side of the house. And I got to thinking, what if he comes back and goes under the house or something? Like, I know the cops have already looked, but what if he goes back under the house? And they've already researched that and everything. I know they say he has the code to the front door, but knowing them, hell, they probably changed the lock, the pad, because that's just the type of people they are. What if he can't get in and went under the house? No food, no water, no nothing. Somebody might ought to go check. Just saying. I don't know, man. You know, this is crazy to me. You're not Trev. Look, certain people say I'm 12. You ignore those people, Trev. I tell you what, and you don't have kids. You know what? Someday you will make a good father. You're sometimes I have said, if you don't have, and I say it too, if you don't have kids, then don't speak. Listen, I'm not talking to people like you, but I guarantee you one thing, we need more people like you. You are a rare individual. I will tell you that. You are very rare, and people need more young men like you. That's a fact. If there was more young men like you, this world would be a much better place. I'm here to tell you. You keep doing what you're doing, and don't listen. Don't give these people a second thought. I know I do every once in a while, but still, I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to learn. Just don't Pam, no, never mind, honey, because they ain't worth it. What kind of mother? Where did Crimes go? What kind of mother with a missing child moves 3+ freaking hours away? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, and they took down, that was all for show the first time the YouTubers and stuff went there a couple of weeks ago. Now YouTubers are back now. Now they've took the flyers down off of their cars and stuff. Now they don't even have those up. They're not doing anything, nothing to look for him. Remember the night he did my interview? He said, "Oh, for those that don't know, my mom had her hand in the signs in the yard and blah, 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 blah." And I told him then, I was still kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt that night, even though I was in shock. I was like, okay, get with me after this, and I need the information on that. Hell, I'd have bought one and had them sent here or whatever. Not just one. I would have bought some. Do you think he did? Nope. Nada. Nothing. Still. Zero. Nothing. They don't want them out. They don't want them out. I'm telling you. Now they got this, you know, you would think YouTubers, especially YouTubers that was in the Summer Wells case, that went with, would learn after the 423 Chase bullshit billboards and all the Lamar bullshit and all the calls and the bullshit that we all went through, would know of all things that a damn YouTuber don't need to help a suspect. Help, for God's sakes, put your Cash App out and coward funding for a fucking billboards and bullshit. Of all things. Really? But, hey, you do you, booze. I don't think I need to be louder. You do use booze. Hey, Lolly. Now, let's speak on this for a minute. How about mocking? Mocking is verbal abuse and social bullying, and it does physical harm, and it can damage your health, and it's being done. Just imagine all that it's being done all these years to Sebastian by Chris and Katie, his own mother. I mean, again, let me say it again. He just turned 15 in December, and I think Chris has been in his life since he was 7 or 8. He done it on my interview, and he done it on Nancy's interview. He mocked him. He mocked him. They mocked that child. I can't imagine in my wildest dreams what Sebastian had to go through and live like. That in itself is a sin. All under his mama's roof and on his mama's watch, just like his daddy said. Just like his daddy said. Sinful. 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 I don't know. It just upsets me. It just really upsets me. I just want y'all to remember his little face. I want you to keep it out, share it, still continue to pass out the flyers. That's what's important. Yes, Cassie, Katie brought up about the diapers first. She absolutely brought up about the diapers first. She sure did, because I asked it on my channel. She didn't have to answer, but she sure did. And how did I know? That was already out in public. She sure did. She acted like it wasn't no big deal. Sure did. Well, I'm here to tell you it is a big deal. It's a big deal to a teenager, a teenage boy, a teenage boy going to high school. Y'all say all he wanted was friends for Christmas. I kind of called it in the beginning. I think, this is just my opinion, he might have said that and he might have told y'all that. But I, in the beginning, said, just knowing what I know and how I have a child, and I just said, I bet he wanted friends at home, not at school. Because if you see his pictures at school and with his teacher and stuff, I mean, he was so bright and happy. Hell, he was probably glad to get out of that hellhole. If the truth was known, the truth is the truth is the truth. And you can't make it up. It don't lie. You can go on the TBI website and you can print these out. And you can hang them anywhere you want. That'll, you shouldn't have any problem hanging them. Yeah, Trev, you keep up the good work. And somebody dropped Trev's link, and he keeps up with this case and all the cases he can in Tennessee. I don't know if he ever sleeps or not. I don't know. I have trouble sleeping, and I can't keep up with all of it. I'm usually behind and everything else. But keep up with him. Keep up. He's on it. And just keep up. And we got a lot of good mods. And y'all welcome also Hey Jude. Hey Jude is a friend, and she also goes around everywhere. She hadn't been my mod, but she had been working behind the scenes. She always helps out, and she finally she's like, I will mod. She mods for other channels and stuff. And I'm like, yay, finally. Finally. So welcome her. And listen, still continue your prayers for all the searchers. Hey, Andy. I'm sorry if I missed you a while ago. My computer's going crazy. Look, I'm probably going to have to look into a new computer. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Let me see. I'm going to punch this button. I'm curious. You are live. View YouTube. Okay. It's just saying StreamYard. It's going in a circle. So I don't know why it's doing that. But it has picture up there for YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, I think I have to sign back into YouTube. I had to do that. I'm sorry, y'all. I just had to see because I didn't know what was going on. Anyway, but I was gonna see if it did. I was gonna try to play it. I gotta see what's going on with my stuff. But she's like, wait, what? But yeah, don't touch the buttons. I'm just testing with y'all live. But anyway, I want y'all to just pass these flyers out. That's the best, that's the best thing you can do. Don't touch the buttons. And I'm still trying to catch up. I'm still trying to catch up. It's been a heck of a weekend, y'all. A heck of a weekend. But it's all good and Smiley's good. And I appreciate all my mods. I appreciate my people. Thank you so much for any super chats or whatever they're called. I don't even know what they're super chats, or whatever, my stickers. I appreciate everything. I appreciate, just put thumbs up so all these get out for that. It gets out obviously for the kids and everybody needs to see that. And you know, um that's all I know. And yes, my mods are great. And you're great too, Millie, my top mod. They work hard. They work hard. And just remember, y'all, I love you and be nice to everybody. I'm trying. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. And I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. And y'all say what you mean what you say, okay? And if I didn't mean it, I wouldn't say it. That's a fact. Y'all don't be fake. Y'all don't fake around and find out. Don't fake around and find out with Smiley. You're going to fake around and find out one of these days. I love y'all. Have a great night. Bye. They don't want me to leave. Oh, they don't want me to leave. Whoops.